very much like roasting it in an oven. Anyways, the old Coot here, coming back at you with another exciting video. We are barbecuing some lamb today. Let me lift the lid. Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is about, I would say about 35-40 minutes from the previous video. I checked it at 20 and there wasn't really a whole lot of action going on. What I've got going on, if you saw the videos prior to this, was using a propane stove, right? Propane gas grill. If you're using charcoal, same kind of process. You want to get your heat on one side, so that's why I only have one burner on, set to between medium and high. If you were using charcoal, put your charcoal in and kind of put your meat like one notch over from that. So if you have like a 4-burner grill, kind of go like the next one over, even a little bit more over than that if you have to. But this is slow roasting away. What I want to do now is I want to just turn it and do this so that now this side can get more of that heat coming from there. But doing this on the barbecue saves your house from heating up like an oven. During the winter, I would do this maybe in the oven inside the house, but because it's around 100 degrees here in Los Angeles today, Southern California, that's why I'm doing it on the barbecue outside my house, my little apartment, so that I don't have to heat up the whole house. But anyways, I'm gonna let this go for about another 20 minutes or so and just get this side cooked, right? Because we cooked this side, now I want to cook this side. Here's what the underside looks like in case y'all were curious, because I know you're going to ask me. But so far, so good. We're looking good. We've got good color, you know, and that fat being on top, right? So meat side down, fat side up. That fat's just slowly melting and rendering into the meat and kind of keeping it nice and moist. And then also as well by using the indirect heat, right? So the heat's over here. This is the only burner that's on. What I'm doing is now that the meat's over here, if there are any flare-ups, they're going to be very minor. If the meat was on top of the flame, what would happen is you would have black and blue. You'd have a dark, right, burnt outside. The inside would probably be close to raw, like not medium rare, but kind of raw. So that's why we do it indirect, a little bit longer cooking time. I'd say total is going to be somewhere between 60 minutes to 90 minutes or so, give or take. What I'm going to do at the end is I'm actually going to use a thermometer. We're going to probe it, make sure we have the correct internal temperature, and then that's when I'll pull it off the grill. If you don't have an internal meat thermometer, please don't start cutting this thing in half directly on the grill. What happens is if you cut it, it's like a fire hose. All the juices come out and you end up with dry meat. What I would do is if you want to check to see if it's done, you can do the finger test, right, where you push it, and then what you're doing is you're measuring that against your thumb. This is like, what was it? This was like well done. This is like medium rare. That's like somewhere around medium. And what you're doing is you're kind of measuring this part between your thumb. Sorry, a little bit of oregano there. A little bit of oregano, it tastes good. But somewhere between this little access point here, right, where that little crack is between your thumb and say your metacarpals, is that what that is? But this would be like rare, and then if you bring your thumb down here, so it's a little tougher. When you touch that part in your finger, that would be like a well done steak. So we're going for something like medium here, not a true medium rare, somewhere between medium rare and medium, I'd say. Well done, overcooked in my opinion for lamb, but medium is a good temperature. Anyways, I'll be back with a thermometer. We're going to measure this in about 20 minutes or so and just kind of check it, see where we're at. You always want to go for the biggest part. If you wanted smaller pieces, cut them up before you put them on the grill. Again, I cannot stress that enough, because if you start with a big piece like this and then you cut it in half halfway through cooking, all the juices come out. You end up with a dry cut of meat. So cut it up before you put it on the grill. Let each, like 1, 2, 3, let them all do their thing. And then that way you can have different temperatures. I like to do it this way because of those different temperatures. I want this maybe more like on the medium side, maybe this more medium rare-ish, and then this would be more like on the rare to medium rare side. So that way I can be a party pleaser, right? And get all 3 types of my crowd, you know, doneness done, if that makes any sense. Anyways, I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.